we're born with. It doesn't have to do with age. It has to do with what our values are, who we are born being. You know, our compatibility comes from that. If we were old enough to recognize high tolerance life or whatever, it's were you looking for love? Was I looking for love truly? And in our young years, were we able to see that in each other? Were we expressing that to one another versus our other relationships where we were chasing the affections of others and never getting the reciprocation on the level that we were given it? I know one thing is for certain. None of them then, now, or ever would have been able to explain life to on the level that I do. That's my claim to fame. I haven't been rejected in this life for being a dumbass. I've been rejected for being a threat. Knowing more than people feeling like I'm going to figure out how bad they're fucking with me. Figure out their schemes and scams. Fellow employees sabotaging me for me being smarter than figuring shit out. I was straight up told that by the guys at Rotabush. They were honest with me. They were going to Lowe's to buy some pre-cut stringers to build a staircase. And when I showed them that I know how to lay out staircases, I told them that I'm doing this to teach them. They can take what I'm teaching them today, and you can make money off of just being a stairs guy, just going into a house, building a set of stairs, and moving on to the next house. both of the guys that I was working with, work was slow, so it was like 3 superintendents working together on a job, and their only response was, "Shit, you're doing this because you're here to take our positions away," and walked away. And every time I talk to them, I believe this, the reason that I got canned is every time I would talk to them about, you know, we're making $12 an hour, $13 an hour, whatever, and we're paying for his gas out of our pockets. You guys don't have a problem with that? I know they would go back and tell him every time. Every time I was talking about how we're being fucked. And I tell them, I just got done traveling across the country making $65 an hour, doing the same shit I'm doing now, and less. Well, I know. If I could keep up, if my back wasn't fucked up, I'd be making between $75 and $110 an hour, and that's people with my experience. That's what we're making, working for someone else. It's not even if we had our own good companies. But, you know, unlike Trinity and Jimmy, I can lay my head down at night knowing I have not ruined anyone's life, and I've only helped life. Got what? We've got 5 laps left. Okay. I do too. I mean, I was a busy guy yesterday, and today I woke up. Usually, I wouldn't have done a fucking thing today because of yesterday. But I woke up and went out there and started working in the yard. Fuck. I didn't even think about it. I just got my breakfast, took my supplements, walked out to the garage. Went out there for something. Oh, what was it? I reached the door for some reason, and I just seen all the shit all over the driveway. And yeah, trimmed the bushes, swept the curb, vacuumed up the porch and all the flower bed. I will say, I did feel rough when I woke up today. I did feel like gravity had been turned up a notch or two, but once I got my blue drink in me, my metabolism was raised, and as I sat there eating breakfast, I felt my body get energized. This shit's amazing. Do you still want this 3 drops? You don't want to turn it up? I think I'm going to try 4 drops tonight. See what it does. Got 1 lap left in the blue drink mix. I'll pour water on.